Okay.
May mga nagsasabi doon sa gustong paligiran si Vice President Sara Duterte ng maling pananaw at maling interpretasyon na ipinapahamak daw namin ang Vice President at ipinapakulong namin siya o pinapa-aresto kapag ito ang panawagan namin. Mali po yun. Una, ang isang leader ay dapat alam niya ang tamang paninindigan, hindi ang panunulso sa kanya. Pangalawa, paano siya arestuhin kung hindi naman siya nananawagan ng armadong pakikibaka, hindi siya nananawagan ng kaguluhan, hindi siya nananawagan ng violente na mga pagkilos, bagkos lehitimo na issue, at ito ay mapayapang pagtitipon, public assembly, peaceful assembly. Paano siya arestuhin? And pangatlo, kung aarestuhin man siya at gagamitan siya ng dahas, ang taong bayan na magpuprotekta sa kanya. At kapag pilit siyang ikulong, mas mapapadali ang pagbangon ng taong bayan upang makita nila ang kaabusuhan that even the Vice President ay hindi ginagalang ang karapatan niya. So there is no leader that cannot take the risk for his or her people. Hindi natin siya pinapahamak. At kami nga, kayo nga, ay nagtataya tayo. Ang panawagan natin sa kay Vice President, ma'am, tumaya ka ng tama. Tumaya ka sa mapayapang pagkilos, pero bring the voices of your people on the street, on the forum, and everywhere and everything that you can do to bring enlightenment to the people and to bring the highlight of the issues sa buong mundo. Malaking bagay dahil ikaw ay Vice President.
May kasabihan po na great leaders emerge in time of crisis. This is the test of leadership. With all due respect to the Honorable Vice President, our beloved Vice President, and to all the people surrounding her, there is no such call for her to lead a people power. People power, if ever it comes, will come from the very people oppressed, abused, and victimized by massive plunder and corruption.
Correct.
Because it is an action directly coming from the mass of inhabitants. The body politic, the sovereign Filipino people is the highest entity within the state. Kung sino man later on ang sasali sa people becomes its leader. But the real movers are the people themselves. We have seen that in EDSA 1, in EDSA 2. The call is only for the forces of united. That's all. And we cannot blame the different parallel groups for doing so because she is our president in waiting.
Yeah.
The vice president is the president in waiting, and therefore, in this great crisis that we are confronted with, this is her time to show us genuine leadership that is tested by the circumstances. Saan pa ba, kailan pa magagalaw tayo when all of us are already inside the jail, when all of us have nothing to eat, have nothing on the table? Di ba?
Yes.
So, hindi po ito panawagan for people power, Madam Vice President. Ito po ay panawagan to unify the forces because you are our second highest official elected by 32 plus million votes. You cannot blame the people for having that call because you were elected Vice President. Now, being an impeachable officer, she cannot be arrested. And because her statements are covered and guaranteed by freedom of speech or free speech and freedom of expression under the Constitution, besides her being an impeachable officer, she cannot be arrested. Subukan nila arrestuin. Tingnan natin anong basis nila. There is no basis at all because an impeachable officer, kaya nga pinaka-impeach siya ng mga kongresista na hindi naman sumunod sa konstitusyon at sa batas at sa kanilang rules dahil hindi nila matouch siya because she is an impeachable officer. So you see, Madam Vice President, we love you. We love our country and we follow you.
Yes.
Because you are the embodiment of the sentiments, the views, and the opinions of our people. Masyado na pong oppressed, abused, at biniktima ng maletagang ang ating mga mamamayan. Ayaw nga nila ito paimbestigahan because they are trying to cover up. Kaya nga lalong nagalit ang mga taong bayan dahil dito. So, ito po ang aming explanation dyan. Para maklaro lang.
Ayun.
So,
Thank you, Atty. Maniluna. Bibigyan natin ng other opening statement and media forum tayo. Parang reaksyon mula sa hanay ng iba't ibang sektor namin. Unahin po natin ang aming incoming na magiging chairman ng kampilan ng mamamayan sa buong bansa, boses ng mga taga Mindanao, si retired Colonel Cesar Punta. Sir, your reaction to this call?
Representing Mindanao.
Mindanao voice.
Actually, what we are here now is for the call of our beloved Vice President to adhere to the wishes of the Filipino people. Madam Vice President, we can no longer wait anymore for the pain, for the insult and embarrassment of the Filipino people as a nation, for the crimes, for the abuses of this administration, spirited by no other than the President, Bongbong Marcos Jr. If we may recall, the first time Bongbong Marcos came into public appearance, calling for the Filipino people to elect him for president, he promised before the people of this nation that babangon tayo muli. You have listened, Madam Vice President, to the promises uttered by no other than the President now, Bongbong Marcos. It is now a beginning of calling the Filipino people for the accountability of Bongbong Marcos, for he had failed the Filipino people.
Correct.
He had failed the Filipino people in their economic life, in their integrity and dignity. Ano nangyayari ngayon sa bansa natin? Nakakaawa, Madam Vice President. Palagi kami nandoon sa kalsada, palagi kami umiikot sa buong bansa. Nararamdaman namin ang kahirapan ngayon. Nararamdaman namin ang adikain ng bawat Pilipino ngayon. Kinakailangan ka namin ngayon, Madam Vice President. If you can still recall, I have been with you during your campaign sorties all throughout the country with the aim in view of giving more importance to the development of our country. Laban sa korupsyon, laban sa droga, yung advocacy sa ating Tatay Digong. So here we are. This is just a matter of continuity of effort to help a good governance. Marcos had failed us. So in answer to that, Madam Vice President, we are calling you to stand, to answer this call. We can no longer wait. We have sacrificed a lot now. Kawawa ang taong bayan ngayon. Ikaw na lang ang pag-asa namin, Vice President. And I've been roaming all over the country. Yung parallel group ko, Sara, pag-asa ng masa, what does it mean? Dahil napapaiyak na ang taong bayan sa kahirapan. Everything is demilled now. Lahat ng institution sila, from judiciary, from Congress, from Senate, from all the department and agencies of the government, silang-sira na. Lalo-lalo na ang integridad ng bawat mamayang Pilipino, binulsa pa. So, Madam Vice President, we appeal before you, not only this group is appealing before you to stand up, to lead and join us with this crusade to help this government attain its fruitful meaning of good governance.
Palakpakan natin si Colonel Bob Tapang. Magaling, magaling. Thank you.